now we're gonna hook up the air conditioner and the other 3 lines that are running into the house. What Fernando's gonna do is he's gonna remove the inside cover of this box, and then he's going to tie all the wires in and put in some additional breakers. So now Fernando is going to be making some connections and disconnecting some stuff, but notice that he's wearing protective gloves. You should always wear some sort of rubber insulating gloves, or turn off the power at the very head of the unit. If you're not a professional, you should always make sure that the main power to your box is turned off before you start doing any work in it. Your main power switch is located at the top of the box. In some cases, they will disconnect the electric meter to make sure that the box is totally neutralized. So now Fernando's making a hole in the side of the box. He has to watch out not to hit any of those wires. So that's the punch tool. He's going to screw the die on the front. And you'll notice Fernando is wearing gloves to insulate himself against shock. But you should always do this, if you're not experienced, with the top power switch off. Since this box doesn't have any knockouts, Fernando's having to make his own hole with this device. There you go, clean as a whistle. Now Fernando is putting the wire inside the conduit. Which will go inside the top of the eaves. So now that conduit is going to go right up inside that hole. Right now he's screwing in a clamp to keep the piece of conduit in place. So now we're going to cut a piece of conduit to come out of that conduit that's coming out underneath. Now we're going to slide all the wires inside the conduit. Now Fernando's cutting off a piece of the conduit that's going to go into the side of the box. And this is the 90-degree angle that's going to come off the side of the box and attach to the other piece of conduit that's coming down out of the eaves. Sorry about that, folks. The rake is in the way, but okay, so now he's got the connector on the end here, and that's going to go into the side of the box right here. So now he's going to thread the wire into the side of the box that he just opened up. See, the side of the box is also very, very sharp, and that's another good reason to wear gloves, because see the way it shredded that wire? It'll do the same thing to your finger. So now that the conduit is installed, he's ready to start wiring up the box. Obviously, before you start wiring things up, you have to strip all the wires. This is the air conditioning second wire, and he's taping it black because the air conditioner gets 2 hot wires. Again, he's taping the white wire, which normally is neutral, but since the air conditioner gets 2 hot wires and 1 ground, he's taping it so that somebody else knows that it's a hot wire. Now he's running all his grounds up to the grounding area. Okay, so now everything is grounded. Now we're stripping off all the neutrals, and those will be inserted the same way. So now all the neutrals are put in place and terminated. So now we're going to install the breakers. So it looks like he's putting in the AC breaker first. Okay, the AC breaker is in. Now we're going to be putting in the other 3 circuits. And you'll notice we're using all top of the line circuit breakers. We're using square D. Okay, all 3 legs are in. Now he'll knock out the 3 spaces in the internal panel cover for those 3 breakers, or those 4 breakers. And we'll replace the internal cover. And we're good to go. So that about wraps up another episode. And as you can see behind me, Fernando did a phenomenal job on putting up all the electricity, hooking everything up, and doing it in record time. I would not hesitate for a moment to hire this guy. And I know why my contractor did. So until next time, I'm Jeff with my parents' house saying bye-bye and see you soon.